There's only one crown and only enough room for one queen. I'm coming for it. And Yuri, he's going straight down mid. He's going to be able to get himself a kill. Kicker trades it. So we get the 4 versus 3, but this deep mid control, it's not going anywhere. FURIA are going to hang on to this and leave Virtus.pro to try and escape up Banana, but they lose their bomb carrier, and Henny is having a hell of a start.
Talking about Henny.
That was a reverse sweep of the series. Art, MP9 through the smoke. Good for 2 kills. Vinny's here on the side of it, so should be easy pickups with the ump, and sure enough it is. That's a lot of money added to FURIA's bank account.
Okay. Well, 3 on 4, an opening kill made it so that Sanji could have potentially gotten a second, maybe even 2 or 3 if he had picked up an AK, but that won't be the case. They'll try to continue on with the split. 15 seconds left. They have to commit here. They'll look to find a bomb plant. They'll at least get a kill on the middle of the site. There's 2 in pit. That means they could still plant without control. However, it's now down just to James. And with 4 seconds left over, the rotation already out to B, there's no chance to win. He'll have to save.
What an incredibly weird round. Sanji slips out through the smoke. 2 CTs play as if he's not there. Art nails the shot versus James. This is completely one-sided. We've still got 0 kills on Buster and Sanji, and only a single frag for Yakinder. But as I mentioned, that goose egg, Buster's going to bust it open. He's on the board. Sometimes the first one's the hardest. That applies to the round count right now for Virtus.pro as well. FURIA just smothering them, and if he doesn't clear this corner, he's done for. Vinny just off of the side of it.
2 rounds ago, Yuri found a spot to push in and kill Yakinder while he was setting up for grenades. Sanji tries to find something. Henny will take him out.
Yuri focused on a boiler that's unoccupied, but Sanji could always come back for this. Mind you, he tends to just fly out from Balk. Yuri's going to push into this right before the T's actually tried and now cross the brackets. Yuri with a back turn to him. Headshots plenty for FURIA. And VP focused entirely on it. There is no utility for them to hang on with, and it all falls onto Sanji. He needs 3 kills in the post plant, and he gets iced out after 1. I say secondary op, but I mean, come on, it's Henny. He's using that pillar perfectly. Oh, even hitting Sanji with the leg shot. Now it's his attempt up short. Yuri's going to fall back slightly. Flash at his feet. And 2 CTs coming in from behind. Virtus.pro not even able to find a bomb plant this time around. It is 9 consecutive rounds coming out of FURIA.
Camping out, but the arch wrap is still in play.
Tech9 turns his attention away. K Serato looking for the multi-kill spray down. Henny, he needs to keep himself on high alert because there is a player pushing from both directions, but the bomb carrier actually gets cooled off. Stuck behind the smoke. Now they've got it. Kicker, 2 kills, Buster and James 1 apiece. Kind of comes out of nowhere, but there's only 2 players left, and Art could absolutely clutch this. He's going to lay the Molotov into the middle of the site. That forces Buster into the open, and at 15 and 2, he is looking for a 16th frag in the 1v1. He goes through his own smoke, and James is focused on the side of it. Patience is a virtue.
He can't get the angle, have to jump on it.
Oh, James shuts it down and gets VP their first round on the board.
Leave it to James.
Flash over. A challenge here from James, but even blinded, Art is going to stick the op shot. Another player to peek up from T ramp. Now less than a minute left on the... Oh, okay. My God.
Nice one, DJ. Kicker it alone. Man, there's layers to this, so, of course, this is when they kick it up a notch. So nice to see that adjustment. Connor's got a frozen face right now. But, okay, FURIA, they're going to go for... Oh, my God. Remember this B exec round? They walked all the way down mid and then came through. Well, now they're just flanking full guns. A couple of Tech9s. Poor guys have to look behind them, shoot long distance, try to get these kills. But it's just going to be an absolute mowdown here for FURIA. That's a perfect push, and Going to clean out. No lurks being held back. They've been grouping up almost every single time. They're watching the flank here slightly, but there's a timing. Smoke's going to come over into the B site. They're spotting it with one. Okay, the trade comes through, and they're probably feeling pretty good about this. They could go back. They know that FURIA probably pushed again. However, Yuri wins his duel.
Yep.
They're running into the op. Let's see what Henny can do.
Well, he's going to hit the first one. We know what Henny can do. 3-4-3.
Wow.
This isn't even close to being competitive. Virtus.pro not even ready for some of these plays. I don't think they're ready for this pace. They thought they were going to have the wounded FURIA we've seen as of late ahead of them. Oh, they could not be more wrong. 2 players remaining here for VP. Buster and Jame. Make that just Jame.
God damn. Can't even hold an angle these days. Jame doesn't even know it, but he's dead. Look at this. They had nobody on B.
FURIA very much finding themselves in Europe here tonight. It is the start of map 1, but it's a hell of a start. Art's going to get blinded, and Buster will bag him. But there's 2 CTs right here on the other side. Can VP finally stop something and double their round count before they have to start what may be too much of a task on the offensive half? They've got a man advantage, minute 20 on the clock, and nobody at this A site, because FURIA have just been playing so freely with these liberal stacks. Perhaps a parting gift for Virtus.pro at the end of this T side. Henny's got nothing to lose, and that's a scary, scary order. Fires off another op shot. There's literally no time. So Virtus.pro, a second round given to them by Henny as he chooses not to even attempt the retake. Join us after the break. Who knows what's going to happen? The 2 smokes thrown at the A site to get the B stack into the spawn where Art had set up his claymore.
That was actually such a good pistol round. My God.
So cool.
Well, it's not over, I guess.
Yeah.
It kind of is. Like, more, like, you are basically mentally defeated after that. Okay. Now, almost literally.
Keeping an eye on the flank. CZ's in position, but just like everybody else from Virtus.pro, it is dead. And honestly, so is this first
map. Look at Vinny on roller skates. Well, FURIA's established good control. Nobody here in the construction. They'll have to just win this duel versus K-Serrato. They know he's here.
AK for Yakinder at the half health. Little reload from the Galil. It's going to delay the trade. Buster with the Desert Eagle hits the headshot. Now it's the 1 versus 2. Let's see it from Vinny. Cuts down Kicker first and foremost, and this is a dirty angle. But the CT catches him by surprise. Timing, the name of the game there for Buster. Art walks out from Boiler. Falls to Yakinder. That's one of the rifles down. But it gets picked right back up by Vinny. So try and try again.
Look at that.
The boost. Nice, Yakinder. 3 kills for him. Virtus.pro with a little sign of life here on the CT side. But I mean, they've given themselves such a small margin of error that
he's holding for that, right?
Yeah. We can't even give them the benefit of the doubt until they at least double their round count and then some. But we will watch contently, see what FURIA also have up their sleeve. You know, after all of their struggles so far in Europe, it's got to be a bit of a burden off their shoulders to be having a scoreline like this.
This makes things incredibly difficult for the CTs to try to peek around the wall safely. They'll throw some nades in response. An empty Molotov. It'll open up K-Serrato. He's found a gap here to come up quickly. There's 3 stacked in B. They'll go for the flash retake. It's actually a great play. And Yakinder has a moment there, but he cannot hit the shot. He doesn't peek wide enough. He doesn't kill fast enough time, but Buster will pick up the pieces.
Yeah, Molotov down, just cutting more players off of the situation. Sanji's going to get himself inside of the smoke. That gives him a bit of room to move, but K-Serrato lingers on. Ooh, I can feel it coming. Henny inside of the small pit. He's going to go down with no additional kill. K-Serrato with a double already on this one. A smoke in his face, and Kicker with the kill as that first one fades. They're right on the other side. Oh, but he doesn't even get a single kill. Kickert's flank will. 2 of them in fact, and he's got himself a third even. Poor Serato is just countered out, stuck behind the half wall. Art's gonna round the corner, a crisp headshot into Yakinder. Oh, Jame peeks around the CT spawn and gets himself a frag. But 8 seconds to spare. Vinny's gonna get the bomb down, and as he peeks wide, he hears that pistol spam. Takes Sanji from behind Jame, and now it is Virtus.pro's Opper in the clutch. But it's Vinny with a Molotov on his belt, just keeping the gun up, looking for the headshot, sees the shadow, and he will take it. The king of B-site in these most recent rounds. He gets flashed through it. He finds one sitting in the open, prepares for the peak on construction, and Vinny now, because of that, has confirmed that VP's last standing member is on the opposite side of the map. Bomb at about the halfway mark. The utility is just barreling out from pit, and so is Art. He's had enough. He extends out of it and just completely shuts down VP. FURIA, I am stunned. Now it's Buster's turn. Bomb gonna get thrown down near the bottom of middle. Vinny, he wants that fight towards underpass, but the player's being protected. Now he's dead, so he can focus fully onto the window peak, which shouldn't come back unless the man's nuts. And he is. He goes flying outwards. Kicker able to catch Vinny. Yuri responds with a frag back to Buster, but he is so painted into this corner that he should never be allowed to leave unless VP are going to let him. It's their choice, really. With a man advantage, they could just fall back and force FURIA into the mid-round.
They're feeling gracious. They'll fall back slightly. Serato finds an opening, and he'll try to hunt it down as well. Yuri close behind. CTs are all starting to meet up now. They've invested in a Groupon. Going on a field trip. Okay. Some nice shots here. Sanji's just tucked. He's just hoping they don't come into window. But now the fight will come out. And actually, Serato, better spray control here. Will take Kicker it out. Headshot to knock him down. And in the 3v3, they start to take connector control. And Serato's coming back to the A ramp. And he's going to walk out, but he'll actually get spotted. Oh, Buster! What a good timing from him will come off Cat.
That's going to be the replay my eyes look for once this one comes to an end. Serato can manage to clutch. I won't even finish the sentence because he's dead.
But they do finally recover that gun, it looks like.
Ooh, unscoped.
What a shot.
At the wrong moment, Sanji not able to come in with the multi-kill. James shaves one off from A site to catwalk. Kicker jumping down to the base of middle. Look at the HP here for FURIA. Incredibly low.
Oh, this is a good move from Kicker.
Nice. Ladder room himself, so he's going to try and deny this, but he's planting safely on the other side. It's a market player coming in as Yuri locks down the catwalk. Jame with everything left to do here. These players are low.
Oh my God. He exposed himself. From Cat, there was an opening. James thought, okay, no way he's going to peek this here.
Smoke fades and he walks out, deagle in hand. 2 flashes to work with, opts to go for the cannon. Back to the sidearm, hits the first one. Absolutely necessary shot. Now he's thinking that the last player was back by Arch, but he turns his back to Yuri, and that one's going to cost him. FURIA getting up the catwalk. Serato, the front runner, alongside Vinny, who chucks the molly into the jungle. 3 quick kills coming through from FURIA, and that should lead them to the success story of a tied game here. 3 rounds apiece. Henny keeps his teammate alive, so Art is the only casualty versus the Brazilians.
Serato's happy to take some damage here. Art will get spotted trying to push up off the Cat. Oh my God, almost turns his spray into a kill on Yakinder, and Serato will move fast off of this.
Ooh, Buster.
That's coverage.
Vinny.
Ooh.
He gets wrecked. This one's very quickly going back the way of VP.
How did Virtus.pro look so uncomfortable on Inferno? They just look...
But they had hard maps. They had difficult opponents early on at the series itself. Now into the Showdown where they're looking to prove a point, so maybe they become themselves yet again. Looking for that A plant, looking for follow-up frags. None of it really goes their way. Virtus.pro back in their lead. Virtus.pro very passive. Keeping Sanji back in jungle. Now that Molotov should keep him out of this initial fight. Does the ticket player peek? Kicker so tucked in comfortably. But now they've called him out, so he has to extinguish the threat. Sanji He's got himself one, and Kicker dies as he's flushed into the open. 15 seconds left over. Henny gonna have to cover, but now that he's dead, the bomb's been thrown out. Vinny trying to recover the situation, can't manage more than one kill, and VP will run boost. Shut down by Yakinder, but very quickly into the cubby.
Oh, Buster, my God.
Buster with the double. There is an additional player down here on connector, but Sanji now looking to lock it in through the window. That's the bomb dropped at his feet. So poor Henny, not only outnumbered, outgunned, but poorly equipped to genuinely try and win this round. So will he take somebody with him? That's really the last question.
How much is this whiteout?
This whiteout?
Yeah. It's an expensive weapon, right?
It can
you give us the history of the whiteout?
The whiteout. I mean, it is a classic. The all-white P250. And he's still looking for more. He knows that FURIA are going to continue to try and sink into this. It's Henny within the bomb site, AK, but the nade from Buster blows him off of the bomb site itself. Vinny, low HP, 15 points to be precise, and Jamewell still just playing around these corners. Even within the chaos, he finds comfort. It helps, of course, that he has teammates behind him. In fact, his entire team is behind him. All that's left over, that is. Virtus.pro trying to exit out from Marketplace, now sinking further in.
I think the CTs have really good spots, but of course, there's going to be a gap in the timing at one point or another. Let's see if they can find it. Vinny's low, however.
Yuri's trying to squeeze around the side of this. He's lost his teammates, so now they should be able to peek them all together and not even needed. Kicker comes out from the Marketplace to take. That's like one of the avenues that really isn't being held at all. Kicker, that front position pays off, and Jame, well, he gets an assist thanks to Buster. 3 versus 3 and a slight edge in the HP because Quesarado's already beneath half. B completely open for the taking. Bomb still back for spawn. I mean, they want to contest this, and it's working out wonderfully. Quesarado with 2 kills, and Henny takes the third. Continue to go unspotted. The smoke begins to fade. Quesarado trying to round these corners, but he gets hit off from Catwalk, and now things start to crumble. Oops. Yuri misses the jump.
More run. And Kicker, oh, he'll spot it. Okay, Kicker gets the kill. A nicely played round from Virtus.pro. Of course, if you get a collateral like that, I mean,
It is Henny who's dead. And we are right back into the even 3v3. FURIA leaning towards B. Quesarado on the forefront. Sanji trying to get into cover, but man, he just drops both his chances at the headshot. That's going to give the B site over to FURIA. Jane could decide to just jump out from this, and I mean, it's utter confidence, but it's what he does. He loves this position, and now that he knows there's another guy over back by bench, he decides to challenge. Quesarado's going to best him for it. Buster softening him up through the wall, but FURIA will continue with a 7th. Barreling headstrong into this A site, but will they go beyond ticket? Henny coming out from the corner, not going to find himself a kill here. It's Yuri to get one, then he gets aggressive and dies out to Yakinder. Vinny running through smokes, gets deleted as Buster's Glock pops off. Quesarado over the staircase alongside Art. Now make this one even. It was looking like the numbers advantage was everything. That incendiary was held on to long enough for him to flush a player out from Firebox, and now Sanji going back all the way. However, it is time that's the biggest issue. Yes, they had the incendiary, but they didn't have a kit.
Okay, trust in Sanji.
It's like a good horror movie villain. You know, he knows where you are hiding. Doesn't waste his time anywhere else. Kicker, not going to waste time starting this one off with the MAC-10, but there's a player hiding. Hey there.
Okay.
Howdy, Sailor. Henny's gone down. Jame now going to attack the back of FURIA's A-stack. They have all that's left of them in position. Yuri down to the 43 HP mark. Ooh, but this is winnable. Powers up the Deagle. Ooh, and he's going to die. He had to hit that first one in order to hit the second. That's just the rules of the game.
If you hit the first one, oh man, it's pretty much he's advantage right there. So much HP to work with.
he better get back closer to the site itself before they start rounding the windowsill. The frag is good enough to drop Buster by 35, and Vinny now blind twice. But the CTs also throw some flashes of their own. He sees the shadow and he goes one and done. K-Serado's got the cover of Arch, but Yakinder gets the headshot, and it's a man advantage.
Yuri.
But minimally, because Virtus.pro have 2 players low HP. Bombs planted, Yuri's coming in, doesn't clear his corner. That's costly. And Henny,
8 deaths, I think, in total, or sorry, 7 deaths, I think, in total, like, within the site, all around, inside of B halls or on Cat. So, but he's starting to fall back off of it a little bit. This is actually an interesting situation. I mean, they could get some lucky duels. Oh my goodness, Sanji actually takes Art out, but Vinny, he's got this really cheeky angle, boosted up in the site to catch anybody crossing into B. K-Serado will take a duel straight on, but Sanji, he's lighting it up right now.
yeah, starting to collect some kills, but he will be stopped there with only a couple. James, 20 seconds.
James said, you kill 3, we'll talk.
But he should have heard those footsteps, so ready for that one. 4 seconds remain, and he extends into the scope of Henny, who started and finished. Will get himself 1, and then he's fully blinded. K-Serado still just down beneath this, and Art yet to even reveal himself. Having lost K-Serado, I think Art now in the back of his mind goes stealth mode. But James finds him, and Yakinder's flank through the market absolutely pays off.
Well, that's a bit of Furia, isn't it? Getting Yakinder in on the flank for B. I was surprised to see Furia ever lose Mirage. They're a very good Mirage team.
Pops with 4 members of VP standing. But, hey, they give it up, and they're going to get aggressive to the top of middle. I don't know if they realize how many players are waiting for them, but K-Serado's going to take damage. Art, he's laying it down, drops the bomb, and suddenly Virtus.pro looking a bit scared of the thought of hyperextending. So they lay down the smoke, get that bomb back on James, and Kicker, seeing as he's come out from Palace with a quick headshot, then calls them into the action. But that second defender in Henny, well,
that's interesting. The smoke actually allows Sanji to clear things a little bit more carefully if he wants to, but he's going to forget about the thought that Henny could peek from under balcony. They've got too many angles to worry about, and this will force James to go and save. That's right. It's once again James time. It'll be a short time, however. He'll get into the closet, and it seems like he'll be fine here.
And he lays the frag at his feet, just clears his hands and gets wrecked by Buster. A double headshot from K-Serado. He delivers 3 kills here versus majority pistols. A 4th frag for K-Serado. James back in apps, nowhere to be found as the rest of his team completely commit to the Oh, that one has to hurt. VP thinking maybe they had something by killing Vinny so quickly, but K-Serado, the one-man army.
Damn, it's kind of a throwaway. It's okay for them. I don't think they'll feel too bad about this one, but
he would absolutely love for James to walk forward, but you know how much James loves to put distance between him and his teammates. Still, he decides to just go jumping forward and absolutely punishes Kicker and Buster with a kill apiece. It's a labored effort from Yuri, but he gets there with 1 in the end. It's still Virtus.pro, however, with a slight edge.
Interesting. Vinny's kill is everything here. Oh, he can't do it. Kicker out-dueling him. Been very good on the headshots lately.
Looking forward to seeing how exactly the A hits unfold, because I mean our eyes drawn to Art, obviously with the op behind them, the first spot, and Art right back to where he was last round. Oh, Yakinder from the ramp on mid. Hell of an opening headshot. This puts things into question. Virtus.pro about to secure a 15th round if they can use this man advantage.
And it is definitely making a lot more sense now. At first, when we saw Yakinder getting shut down a little bit, it was kind of like, do they want to keep doing that? But now you see more and more why they're going out early.
So, Yakinder's 1 kill makes the difference here. K-Serado looking over him. Immediate pickup. That's the shutdown they needed. Now it's into the even man. Oh, and even with an edge. Virtus.pro looking for the 16th off of the back of the 3v4. Henny's op connects to the bomb carrier, and this redirection from Virtus.pro does not give them anything at all.
She's just all about K-Serado. Look how much he's delaying. He's keeping their attention. He's getting the kills, and it's just him and his laser sharp precision there to cover.
Go right back to the top of middle. Man, I can't believe that last round fight with Ykinder versus Art.
God. I know, it's like a battle of a century with Ykinder and Art. I love watching it. Oh my God,
and he's going to get him again. 3 rounds in a row that Ykinder gets the fight in middle, and now this time he comes up from connector looking to close it on Mirage. He doesn't sulk back and play timid. No, they sink this in. Vinny, from the bottom of the scoreboard for FURIA, has to clutch this, and he is already so pinned into this position. They call it the murder hole for a reason, but Vinny continues to fight. He has the kit, but he doesn't have any utility. And the T's just fall back, forcing him to show his hand. He will be open and exposed to the 3-man peak the moment he touches that bomb. And he doesn't even get a further chance. VP pick this up 16-13, bouncing back from a beating on Inferno.
You absolutely love to see that for Virtus.pro.
Could have been a fast one. What you're telling me is you're still having fun. You still want to be a caster?
I still want to be a caster.
All right, then stick around. Buster, already. Ooh, come on now. We're going to need those ones on the replay. 2 P250 headshots as fast as they even got here. Looks like VP want a little bit of momentum on their T side, but will they be able to hang on? Ooh,
oh, God.
Buster.
Is he just a god on this map? We're going to have to check the stat. Oh, okay, Sanji.
Yeah, settle down.
How dare you steal that ace?
Ykinder's looking to add one to the tally. He is the highest rated player for Virtus.pro on train in the last month.
Oh, that's
Ykinder.
scary.
And then, of course, James is right there with him. But the difference is James, he holds a 71.1% success rate in opening kills.
That'll be one to be tested here versus FURIA. One of the better teams they'll play against. You know, FURIA might be the best team. Oh my God.
Committed to such a risk. A smoke grenade gets thrown up. Oh, but he saw Ykinder. The reason Art has this op is because he stabbed Ykinder and then he takes him down. But here's James in the clutch. 1v4 and halfway there already. Yuri's got the 3 kills. Can his 2 other teammates close it? James moving past and he executes KSerrato, pushes it onto Henny with just the P250. James takes them all.
How is he so smart, this man? James is...
Vinny takes his place because he's risking far less in this position. The CZ finds the head, and a 3v3 ensues here. KSerrato would take a risk if he peeks over the top of it, but 2 players coming down for the ramp. He just saw him. It's simultaneous kills from Henny and KSerrato all on Ykinder, and he gets wrecked by Henny at a distance. FURIA on the board.
Holy hell. Why did they leave Sanji like that on the default plan? Poor guy.
However, there is James getting all the closer. Everybody for FURIA is back here. And James' smoke fades. Vinny slides into it as the bomb goes down. Kickert still has the AK to work with, but these 2 ops are probably hoping that the rifles can move past them. Vinny, no, he gets denied. That is a huge 2K from Kickert because now everything is on the oppers, and Art's already made the swap over to the AK. He's making sound. Kickert hears this as he creeps and crawls forward beneath him. Sanji off of the top with Henny honed in on him, tagged down to 4 HP. The frag was meant to kill him, and they will stick this to their avail. FURIA with a 2nd round, but my God, does it come close.
Wow, if he got the P250 kill there, it was overact.
And James now looking for a target.
This is really all about James, honestly.
No utility for Virtus.pro here in the post plant. Single smoke, single flash for FURIA. Smoke fades, and Art gets the better of the off duel. Yuri's going to get pinned to the wall by Ykinder, who has CTs getting all the closer. Art dropped to 30 HP. Ykinder pulled into the open here. KSerrato gets traded immediately. Vinny's coming in from oil. Last time he was here, he killed Sanji, but Sanji now bouncing back. It's health advantage for VP. Time is of the essence, and Art, he needs to get on it, but Buster's going to take this away, and Virtus.pro maintain their lead. Now, I trust production to do the digging. And we'll see if VP can find a shovel of their own to dig out from this T-Con position. They have at least the first one.
Oh my way, God. What's going on? There's only 1 player left, and Henny cannot find him. Sanji, sorry, 1 of 3 on Virtus.pro. He'll grab the first kill. How do these trades go down? Both sides get taken simultaneously, and James gets way more space than he's supposed to be able to get.
May I add that across the two BO3s we've seen from Virtus.pro,
This time, yeah, there's a flash up. No one's actually pushed all the way up the ramp. They haven't thrown the incendiary this time around. Virtus.pro just called this out. Wow, that's a huge call out, actually. And they run down. They don't get the trade, though. Yuri, what an angle.
third, no, it's going to be Art to get that one. And then he does let a player slip through. Going to be James just looking for the bomb plant. He does have the AK, but Art's op rattles off. Sanji's inside of the smoke. Just saw him. Serato kills James. And now that leaves just the Deagle that's been flanked already. So Furia, this CT side really starting to warm up.
Buster will answer back from outside T-Con. They got hell control. The bomb starts to move up. Middle of the site. The CTs are kerneled here, so potential for Kicker to actually get a cheeky kill in this position. Buster will hit too. Okay, that's everybody dead.
Buster team kills. Awkward position to put himself in. It's him and Yakinder.
He's dead. We got the far ladder molly here.
Last round of the half.
Vinny will push into it. Oh, and Kicker wins that duel again. He's been pretty good about that.
Art finds an op shot through smoke. I'm sure that'll be ridiculous once we get to see it, but Buster, he's slipped beyond the Ivy train. So let's see it, VP. Are you going to put an end to Furia's streak? Because they could finish the first half on fire. It's a 3v3. Now Sanji's going to make that difference. Kicker clearly knows there's a player up here, and he doesn't mind. He can handle the heat, sticks around. As the CTs put his feet to the bottom of the ladder, it is all Sanji. The last two players low HP. He should know exactly where they've got off to, but Serato with a wall bang Deagle headshot. 9-6 the half.
From way back. And look who's late with the bomb. It's Serato. I don't think anybody... Oh my god, Yakinder is at the top of ladder. This is a scary spot. They're going to try to clear out Yakinder. This might actually work out really well for the T's, but we'll see. Awareness is very good, and oh my god, he knows Serato is here. Will he win the duel? He's holding on to very few bullets. And he's got a teammate here to help. Oh my god, what a confusing situation. Two CTs can join to help assist and get the frag, and that leaves Vinny here.
30 seconds.
Oh my god.
Vinny's going to look to hone in on this. James posted on the angle. We've got separate 1v1s to unfold. James going to lose a little bit more health. Yuri from beneath him shoots through the feet, and it so now falls. If he gets onto the site and he sees that nobody's here, he is going to smoke this, and if he had gotten the headshot, then it could have been nearly confirmed, but Furia just about minimizing losses. Furia, I mean...
Irish?
Turning the tide, look out for the water. Kinder's taken down. Now, what we know of Furia, all right, we're gonna transport you guys. Give me your minds, lend me your ears. Okay. I'm gonna bring you to a land far from here, North America, where Furia have absolutely taken over Counter-Strike in these recent months. And one of the things that I think they did absolutely better than anybody else, on train specifically, was some of their T-side aggression. Just smashing bomb sites at times.
Surely they don't back up into this. Buster, he'll get smoked out back six and look for a rotation. The CTs are crowded up at the back of the site. This is where the T's want them.
Huge flashbang. Penny blinds basically everyone. Kind of delays the gunfights, but once they start restarting, it is nothing but Furia across the kill feed. But the terrorists getting all the closer, and Kickert, well, he's just waiting for a chance to strike. Vinny slides wide, denied, and there's still a player close. Art, that op gives cover to himself for the plant. A man advantage here for VP. Two snipers on the CT side, and one still in the hands of Art. He's been able to get himself closer towards Oil, and James playing on the other side. Art not fading away from this, but rather holding him in. Here comes the attempted flank, but Yakinder's already between the two T's, and Art gets completely boxed in and then boxed out.
And Kicker, he did well to get a kill. Now he's going to have a few more targets coming his way.
Yeah, he's going to deal with Art. That's the AK down. Yuri will find the M4. Something else to work with, but unfortunately, it's not over here towards this B site. Or rather, seeing his bombs just slipped out from T-Con, kind of better for it. It's only Buster trying to hold them at bay. Yuri able to maintain control of the site itself. Now, they're not going to be able to get hands on a second gun, but that's okay if Yuri does everything. And he is absolutely at the top of this scoreboard. 2 frags away from hitting 30. Yuri tries his absolute damnedest.
Yeah,
that happens in the back of T-Con.
The other was blind or a masochist.
They're still going to commit to this A site, not wanting to go down without it. Buster, a big headshot to take. That's a man advantage doubled down upon thanks to Sanji. And it looks like VP, even off the 4v5, may be hanging on here, but K Serato's got something to say about it, and he's looking for another target to take. Meanwhile, we have VP taking control of Pop Dog, so K Serato has to be cautious because, well, his back's exposed, but he flicks, and he hits it! And with 3 kills, K Serato's looking to secure 15. An unthinkable whip around, but it's Jame. On the back of this A site, he holds. K Serato's looking for the vision. Oh, and it's Henny to close it. 15 rounds for FURIA, sure enough. But it is all on K Serato.
An absolutely tragic series of kills. Kinder comes back with a deagle into this round. Wouldn't be the first time that FURIA gets stuck in a bad position early on in the round.
Kidder trying to offer something before it's too late. 5v4 for him. K Serato fired up from that last round. Peaks right. Oh! That second headshot's unbelievable, but Kicker also capable of a double. Looks to hold on to B. Henny hits him, and he drops down, but the shot goes astray. Bomb to the dirt. Yuri in for the clutch. This has been his map, and he taps away for the win. FURIA take it the distance. Every series with trials and tribulations, but they are not facing elimination just yet.
That's what we want to see from FURIA, man. They are looking like they're back. They don't want to